Yeah, so we're back with football again, and we're going to be discussing the FIFA Under 20 tournaments that starts on the 27th of September in Chile. And we want to look at the Nigerian squad and how prepared they are. And with me to analyze that is Mustafa Jinoda. I'm still Afolabi.
Okay, I'll be welcome. So our team is not much to write home about. A lot of the players are from the National League, and the ones that are from Europe are smaller teams in Europe, because we know that most of our boys who are really, really good as under 20, they don't have time for this tournament. We saw that I think we came third or fourth in Africa under 20. Was it third or fourth?
Third, we came third.
Yeah, we lost to South Africa 1-0.
Yeah.
One of our main problems in that under 20 for night African World Cup, I mean the African Championships, AFCON under 20, we weren't generating goals. That's Nigeria's number weakness. The defense was okay, but we weren't generating goals, and also we were susceptible to
Set pieces,
set pieces.
basically, yeah.
Yeah, set pieces. That's how South Africa beat us through a header. So, and then now also with this team, a lot of the international players that play for Nigeria, the ones in Europe, are not going to be coming to the tournament. So we don't know what Nigeria will do because the under 20 is not like the World Cup in which European and other teams dominate. African teams can play on par in the under 20. So we don't know, but I'm thinking that the problem of scoring goals is a big issue, and also the problem of continuity on the team might hurt us in midfield. Fabi, what do you think about that? Then we'll look at the players.
Yeah, I agree with you. The attacking efficiency was very poor. We created
Mhm.
chances, but we were not converting those chances. Then coupled with the fact that we were very, very weak. I don't know whether it's the physicality in defending set pieces in our box. It's a thing of both boxes. Attacking wise, we are not converting chances in the opponent's box, and in our own box, we are not strong enough to defend set pieces. So it's a big problem. And most of the good players that were supposed to have been released by their clubs were not allowed to play. So I feel we need these players, and we're in a very, very tough group. We have Colombia, I think Saudi Arabia and Norway in that group. We need to really get the best players together to be able to at least uh, get to the knockout stages of this competition. So I feel if they can, get the sprinkling of the more experienced overseas players along with there's one Suleiman Sani who is very, very fast and creative. That guy too is one player to watch, as well as Daniel Bameyi, who is the captain, a very good defender at that. So if they can start training early and play cohesively and cut out the defensive errors in set pieces, I think they can put in a credible showing, really. We have pedigree at that level.
About physicality in general, I've noticed back in the day, Nigeria was like Bako Supasak,
Yes,
Osundu, and all these people.
yes.
Our general Nigerian players, all these guys like who's our CDM for the Super Eagles
Um,
I know guys. These guys are frail. They're skillful, but even guys like not
Wilfred
Eze.
Ndidi. Wilfred
Yeah,
Ndidi.
Didi, Iwobi. These guys, they're not physical. We don't have those physical guys like
No,
when
no,
we
no,
played
no,
before.
no,
Our
no.
players are much smaller. It's now Cameroon. It's Cameroon and Senegal that have the big
The
players. So
physical
there's been a
players,
trend
yeah.
in which Nigeria is no longer physical, and God forbid we finally come to the point where we don't have rugged midfielders in Nigeria anymore. We don't have them anymore. Even Yakini, who was a number 9, that guy was powerfully built.
Yeah, it was
This guy,
lanky and physical.
what's his name?
Samson says
Is
here, Daniel Amokachi. All of them were
Yeah,
stockily built. Stockily built.
Osime is powerful. He's powerful, and of course Boniface is powerful. But in general, like you said, these boys. I think the thing is that a lot of these guys, and for the Nigerian under 20, they're focusing on the lesser talent that comes from Nigeria because the ones that are under 20 that are really talented, those guys, like I said, they don't have time for the team. So that type of experience,
Yeah.
uh, physicality is going to hurt us in the championship. Now you mentioned that there's another guy that you failed to mention, or that you didn't mention that I wanted to talk about, Daniel Daga, defensive
Oh, okay.
midfielder. He
Daniel
played
Daga, yes. He plays
goals
for
in Norway.
Molde in Norway, yeah.
Yeah, so he's very tactically intelligent. Then forward Robo Ahiri, that guy's very good. He's also
Yeah.
playing in Norway.
Norway as
So those are
well.
two guys who play. Then we have Sulaiman Sane, the guy you mentioned, who's in Slovakia. So these guys, there's going to be a lot of. I hope that all of them show up because
Sure,
that list
sure.
is very difficult. Like when it's World Cup or African Nations Cup or qualifiers, the list is very short. But there's been a lot of. Have you noticed there's been a lot of obfuscation and sort of like it's very vague whether a lot of these guys are going to show up. That they named
Yeah.
the team of 24. So a lot of those guys that have been named for the team of 24, they may not play, but I have a feeling that from what I heard, at least more than 90% of them will be playing in the nations. I mean, not the Nations Cup,
So
in the World Cup.
with the
Yeah.
World Cup.
Okay. So what else should we be looking out for from this team? Strong points that they have or weak points for Labi.
Yeah, like you rightly mentioned, Areri and Sani, very good in attack. And another area where I'm not very convinced is our goalkeeper. That's one area where it's very important at this level at under 20. You'd see most of these teams would try and be shooting from outside the box. So we really need a goalkeeper that inspires confidence. Most of these teams, if they're unable to pass into the box, you see them taking shots from outside. So we need a reliable number one goalkeeper. With the little footages I saw of our goalkeeper, the guy needs to, he needs to step it up a bit, because by the time you start playing South American countries like Colombia and you start conceding free kicks, they have mastered the art of, taking shots from outside, long range shots and stuff. So we need a goalkeeper that inspires confidence. That's one area I wanted to talk about as well. And then if they can get to camp on time and start to train as a unit, I think we have a chance. Nigeria has pedigree at under 20 level. Generally, it has been the African countries as well as the South American countries that have done well at this level. And so I think we've won it 7 times, so we have a proud history. So I just hope these guys,
We won the under 27 times.
yes, the under 20.
Wow. Or are you talking about all youth tournaments or under 20 specifically?
No, I'm talking about youth tournament, under 20 and under 16.
Yeah.
So we need to.
There's another guy.
Yeah. Is it Ebenezer Harcourt that plays in Nigeria? That's their goalkeeper, though.
And there's another guy. I don't think he gets much playing time for City. Maybe he's on the developmental youth squad.
Okay. Abdullahi Shitu.
Yeah.
I think he's on their feeder team or something. Maybe Manchester City uses him for all these cup competitions, but I've never seen him in a Man City jersey. Maybe they use him for all these lesser known competitions. So
it's clear that this team is mediocre at best, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you.
But although they came close, they only lost to South Africa by 1, and South Africa are the African champions. So we're going to see if any of these teams can get past the first round. My guess is that the key match is going to be against Norway.
Yeah.
But something tells me Norway is probably going to out physical us if we're not careful.
I think we can beat Saudi Arabia and Colombia, but Norway will be a tough nut to crack.
So
most of those Scandinavian countries are usually very stockily built and physical. Norway, Sweden, those Scandinavian countries, Denmark.
Haaland is from Norway.
Yeah. Haaland is from Norway. So they're usually very stockily built, and it won't be easy for us. They will match us with physicality for sure. But I think we have a chance against Colombia and Saudi Arabia. If we get our acts together, we could beat Colombia and Saudi Arabia.
Okay, yeah. So we're going to head out. This is a short inning, but for our fans from Nigeria who watch Complete Football, we're going to be back tomorrow talking about the first match that Nigeria has, and we're going to give an analytical breakdown of the match. So stay tuned. Please like, share, subscribe. Give us last words, Afolabi.
Okay, so I think if we can get a few of the players that couldn't join because of club commitments, and we can cut out the errors in defending set pieces and be more clinical, because we were quite profligate in the last tournaments that we came third. If we can be more clinical and convert our chances, yes, we can come out of that group without a shadow of doubt. We can come out of that group. Norway is the only team that scares me. So those are my last words, basically.
Okay, take us out there.
Okay, it's been a brilliant show. I've been discussing the chances of our Flying Eagles on the 20 team in the World competition that starts on the 27th of September in Chile. And we sincerely wish them all the best. And from myself and Mustafa, we're heading out for now.
Okay, let's switch the